People are testing you without telling you. It happens quietly, in normal conversations, in small interactions, in everyday moments you don't even notice. And most people fail these tests without realizing it. That's why they feel ignored, disrespected, or not taken seriously. But once you understand these hidden tests, everything starts to make sense. The first test is your boundaries. Sometimes people interrupt you. They talk over you or ignore what you're saying. It may seem small, but it is a signal. They are observing. Will you stay silent, or will you calmly express yourself? Because boundaries are not about being aggressive. They are about being clear. When you allow small interruptions, it slowly teaches others that your voice is not important. But when you respond calmly and hold your space, people begin to notice. And that's where respect begins. The second test is your reaction under pressure. A small disagreement, a slight difference in opinion, a moment where things don't go your way. These are not just situations, they are moments of observation. Do you react quickly with emotion, or do you stay composed and respond with control? Because pressure reveals your mindset. Anyone can appear confident when everything is smooth, but real strength shows when things become uncomfortable. And people always notice how you behave in those moments. The third test is your need for approval. Sometimes people will disagree with you. They may question your thoughts or challenge your ideas, not to argue, but to observe. Do you change yourself just to be accepted? Do you adjust your opinion to fit in? Because when you seek approval, you give others control over your identity. But when you stay grounded and express your thoughts calmly without needing validation, you create a quiet sense of confidence, and that confidence earns respect. The fourth test is your patience. There will be moments when people delay responses. They make you wait. They don't give immediate attention. This creates uncertainty. And in that uncertainty, your behavior becomes visible. Do you become restless? Do you overthink? Do you chase for answers? Or do you remain calm and continue focusing on your own life? Because patience shows independence. It shows that your emotional state is not controlled by others, and that kind of stability is rare. The fifth test is your emotional control. There are moments when things don't go as expected, when someone says something unexpected, when frustration appears suddenly. In those moments, you have two choices: to react or to respond. Reaction is instant. It comes without thought. But response is controlled. It comes with awareness. And this difference is powerful. Because when you react, you lose control of the situation. But when you respond, you stay in control. And people can feel that. Now, take a moment and think about this. None of these tests are loud. No one tells you that they are happening, but they are always there. In small actions, in simple moments, in everyday life. And people are always observing. Not what you say, but how you behave. So instead of trying to impress others, start observing yourself. Notice how you react. Notice how you respond. Notice where you lose control and where you stay calm, because awareness is the first step. And once you begin to see these patterns, you start to change, slowly, naturally, without force. Because respect is not something you demand, it is something you build through your behavior, through your presence, and the way you handle these small, hidden tests. And this is only the beginning, because there are more tests, even deeper ones, that most people never notice. But once you understand them, everything changes. People are still observing you, even when nothing is being said. After the obvious moments, there are deeper signals, quieter patterns that reveal who you are over time. And this is where most people lose awareness, because these tests are not direct. They are subtle, and they happen through your daily behavior. The sixth test is your consistency, not what you show once, but what you repeat again and again. Anyone can act confident for a short moment. Anyone can appear calm in a single situation. But when your behavior changes frequently, people begin to question your stability. Are you the same person in different situations, or does your behavior depend on the environment? Because consistency creates reliability, and reliability builds trust. When people feel they can predict your behavior, they begin to respect your presence. The seventh test is your ability to listen, not just hearing words, but truly understanding. When someone speaks, do you stay present, or do you wait for your turn to respond? Because most people don't listen to understand. They listen to reply. And this difference is visible. When you give your full attention without interrupting, without rushing, it creates a strong connection. People feel valued, and when someone feels heard, they naturally begin to respect you. The eighth test is your attention to detail, small things that most people ignore. The way you sit, the way you maintain eye contact, the way you respond in quiet moments. These are not loud actions, but they create a silent impression. Because attention to detail shows awareness, and awareness shows depth. People who notice these details understand that you are present, not distracted, and that presence is powerful. The ninth test is your curiosity. Not curiosity to impress, but curiosity to understand. Do you ask meaningful questions? Do you show interest in learning? Or do you focus only on expressing yourself? Because curiosity reflects growth. It shows that you are open, not fixed. When you ask with intention, you create space for deeper conversations, and deeper conversations create stronger impressions. People begin to see you as thoughtful, and thoughtful people are remembered. The 10th test is your self-respect. This is where everything comes together. There will be moments when people give less attention. They pull back, they become distant. And in those moments, your behavior becomes very clear. Do you chase? Do you try harder to gain their approval? Or do you remain steady and respect your own space? Because when you chase attention, you lower your value. But when you stay grounded, you protect it. Self-respect is not loud. It is quiet. It is stable. And it is always visible. Now, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. All of these tests are not designed to judge you harshly. They are natural ways people understand each other. Everyone is observing. Everyone is learning from your behavior, not from your words, but from your patterns. And this is the deeper psychology. People don't decide your value based on what you say. They decide it based on what you consistently show, through your reactions, through your presence, through your small, repeated actions. So instead of trying to control how others see you, focus on your behavior. Stay calm, stay aware, stay consistent. Because when your actions align with your awareness, something changes. You become more stable, more grounded, more clear in your presence. And slowly, without forcing anything, respect begins to form. It does not happen instantly. It is built over time. They're repeated moments where your behavior remains steady. So don't rush the process. Don't try to prove yourself. Just observe, adjust, and continue moving forward with awareness. Because whether you realize it or not, people are always noticing, always observing, always forming an impression. And when your behavior becomes consistent, your presence becomes stronger, your value becomes clearer, and respect stops being uncertain. It becomes a natural response to the way you